Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right, George. Last time was a major cliffhanger, and there's a giant pointy sword here right in front of us.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to have some, like, major repercussions for Maomao? Are we looking to, like, a brutal scene of brutality here? Or is this, like, the show is trying to scare us, but really nothing that bad's going to happen?
I think if it was only Shenmei, I think it was their name, more bad things would happen. But I think because Sure is here, it might not. Not as bad as they would typically be. And also the little kid as well. The little kid's here. Excuse me, guys, I'm a little sick this week. So bear with me. Bear with my voice and my throat here.
No worries. But everyone is like afraid of Shenmei. And it feels like she's in charge, right?
She gives off very much, like I think I said last time, Cruella DeVille vibes, 100% still.
Yeah.
Some of that. So,
and I feel like even though Sure is here, and the theory I posed last time was maybe Sure was taking on the physical punishment of others. Do you think, if that is the case, do you think she would take on the physical punishment that Maomao would receive? I don't know.
What do you think about the kid? What's
the kid's
his name?
Punishment? Sure, she'll take that. I can't remember his name.
It also depends on what Maomao's purpose here is, right? Like why they want her here, and they didn't just like kill her. They could have just offed her, right? The reason she's not dead means they must need her for something.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they can't beat her within an inch of her life.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Right?
Unless they need her for, like, you know, well, in a good state of mind to, like, heal somebody or something. I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like Sure having, like, really good knowledge about apothecary things, if that's even a word.
Sure. Yes.
Means that, like, they don't necessarily need Maomao's knowledge, right? About, like, you know, they're not like bringing her in.
Then why do you think she's here?
I don't know. She just
collateral.
She knew too much.
Bargaining,
maybe collateral. Maybe she knew too much.
If she knew too much, like, why not just take her out, right? Take her out back and
because that might invoke the wrath of Jinshi, maybe. Right?
I mean, so would an assassination plot on his own life.
Yeah, but they don't know that Jinshi is the Emperor's brother. Right? The assassin plots have all been about
you're saying it on
brother.
Jinshi himself.
Right.
Okay, yeah, maybe they want Jinshi as an ally and they don't actually realize that Jinshi is...
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
That might be something, yeah.
I feel like... and I don't want to eat my words after saying this, but I feel like the show doesn't really have any teeth when it comes to stuff like this. So I feel like we're gonna get the threatening of a bad time. Like, oh, you better watch out. We're gonna do something bad to the Maomao. You better watch out, audience.
Sure.
But like in reality, the show's not gonna do anything. Right? It's just like it's gonna threaten us with a bad time, but it won't actually give us a bad time. So yeah.
Yeah,
so
one way to find out.
All right, let's find out.
And that is, let's see what the episode holds for us.
Sure.
Okay.
She's crazy,
she's creepy. Yeah.
Oh, she's got those claws, too. What the frick?
Oh!
Oh my gosh, dude.
It's Lolan.
It's Lolan? Yeah.
Yeah.
100 strikes. Jeez!
Come on. Dude, I thought Shenmei was Shiru's wife, but she's not. Oh my gosh, what an angle. She's gonna want that. I see.
Like the man before.
The man before.
Die like the man before? Oh boy.
Yeah.
Dude, she got saved.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Or stronghold.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, it's freaking
I almost feel like
crazy.
that other personality is the true her though. Like
yes.
the insect loving quirky girl,
yes.
like she was saying.
100%. Bro, she's even further away now. They've taken her into like snowy mountains. How are they freaking gonna find her now?
Dude.
What?
I don't know.
Oh,
I see.
frick.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, dang. Oh my gosh. Dang, dude.
Dang.
This really is like a Disney evil stepmother villain thing.
Yeah, right?
Come on, Maomao. Come on. You're so close. No, wait. Is she going to go beyond and realize it's his son?
Oh my gosh,
Come on,
dude.
Maomao.
Bro, this is like the freaking falling asleep late at night and then realizing the girl was flirting with you 10 years ago. Freaking situation.
Oh my
bro.
gosh. Yeah.
Mama's like, wait a second, he was trying to tell me something like a month ago. It's like, yeah, you don't say.
Yeah, freaking
No
Maomao,
kidding.
dude.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, she got to the finish line and stopped.
Oh.
Dang. How does she get out of here, dude?
Oh boy.
What does she tell her?
She's not gonna tell her nothing.
Oh boy. Things are heating up, dude.
I don't understand where we go from here.
Is it like... Will they actually go to full out war, I wonder?
He makes some poisons? Oh! Oh my god.
She does not change, dude.
Alright, well at least she's having the time of her freaking life out here.
I suppose. Farming season's over soon. How long has it been?
Probably not.
Does the rest of the clan know?
Hmm.
Or is it just like Shenmei's like plans?
Bro, the freaking
Dude,
trauma
that
here.
sucks. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh! What a thing to say to somebody, dude. It's not too late.
Bro.
You still have choices.
Bro, it's so sad. What the frick?
It's a bath?
Hotboxed?
Hotbox? Maybe.
What the heck?
Oh, frick.
Oh, it is. Bro, this chick is crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Crazy.
Dude, I don't understand how
Some kind of
the
result
dad is...
by tomorrow?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. We'll see what happens. But I don't understand how Shisho is like... I don't know. He's just like either unaware or allows it. And both are terrible in their own right. He's unaware of what happens in his own home. to his own daughters from his own wife. Like, that's really bad. And then he allows it. That's even worse. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Just
bro.
like, yeah, it's just weird. I don't know.
Hope the Maomao poisons the frick out of this lady.
I was just going to say, she's in a very good position to poison her, and she could have Maomao try it first. She's kind of immune-ish to poisons.
We'll
see what Maomao does,
oh,
dude.
man. That's the only way out of this situation. She's in the freaking stronghold in the freaking mountains. She's going to spend years here at this point. What the frick?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Maomao's going to freaking poison freaking Shenmei, and then they're going to freaking... Surei's going to be like, oh, frick, dude, what have you done? And they're like, we got to get out of here. And then they escape or something, like...
We'll see. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. She's in a position to do it, though. So.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, her.
No way. Dude, Shenmei is insane.
What was going on with them on the bed?
They could have been, they were still clothed. They could have just been doing, they could have been high, I guess. They were so clothed, but
something freaking weird and nasty.
I don't know,
this
dude.
woman's so crazy, bro. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, man. Perhaps his mother's what? Yeah. Oh, I feel like we should know what she meant here, but maybe we aren't supposed to know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That's freaking weird. Something doesn't feel right.
No way. Does it lead back to the village, I wonder? No way. It leads back to the stronghold.
Wait.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hold on. Sorry. Let's see here. I want to see this subtitle. The stronghold to the north, governed by Shiso, is expanding. This is like a known stronghold?
Oh, they're making the stronghold larger. Okay.
This is...
Yeah, he just says right after this that it was abandoned. But how do they know it's expanding, I wonder?
There's probably things going to it. There's probably supplies going to it, right?
Yeah, that's how they were able to follow the I guess you could just assume that if you're getting more stuff that it's got to be expanding. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Right. Like it's probably abandoned, but maybe there's like some low-level maintenance happening, maybe. But then like sending more supplies to it's like, okay, clearly they're expanding, right?
They're doing something, yeah. Okay.
So I can't believe this is like a known place. I thought this was like completely enemy governed stuff, but this is their stuff? This is like the Emperor's territory that he's been
I mean, all of China is his territory, so like it's entirely likely that whoever was the clan head before Shisho and Shenmei and all of them was probably friendly with maybe not even the previous emperor, but the one before him, right?
He's the emperor of all of China?
Yes.
It was my understanding that he was the emperor of like this region of China or whatever. But if you're saying
I want to say it's all of China.
Okay, then that makes more sense then if that's the case. Yeah. Okay. All right. So maybe the hidden village isn't known, but the stronghold is known.
I could see that. Yeah, the hidden village.
By bringing her to the stronghold, it's like actually increased her chances of being freaking found. It's kind of insane.
Found, but how hard is it to breach this,
true.
Right? Like, we'll see.
Right.
Yeah, it was originally abandoned. Okay. So they're assuming because things are arriving that it's expanding.
Rebellion. Yeah, exactly. They pledged loyalty to her, not to the freaking current emperor. Right? That's the freaking big difference. Yeah. Oh boy. Is that Lacan?
Oh, Lacan, yeah.
What? Bro, throwing shade.
Oh, that's what he's saying, man or a woman. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy, he's pissed.
Okay, so they've connected the dots. And now she's been kidnapped.
Yeah, true. That's true. True. He's every right to be pissed.
That is a fair point, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, what are they waiting for? Jeez.
What are you waiting for, Jinshi?
Yeah. Have they told the Emperor any of this? Oh, dude.
Oh, bro.
Is Jinshi gonna step up as, like, the brother? Uncle? What?
Oh, Lakana's back down immediately. Yeah, I don't think he's his actual uncle.
Oh, I see. Okay. It's like a term of endearment.
Oh, Lakan really respects this guy, I guess, for raising Maomao.
Yeah. Suppose so. Yeah, he's so deferential to Loman.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Oh, dang. He's getting reprimanded. This is crazy.
Yo, what the heck?
Wow.
I mean, he wasn't entirely wrong, though.
Yeah?
With what he said.
They gotta work together. Come on, boys.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Wow. Oh.
No way.
We're going to war.
Yeah, they're bringing about an army, dude.
Wow.
Yes. They can't afford to wait, dude.
Oh, frick.
Wow. The Forbidden Army. Dude.
That sounds sick.
Oh.
Frick. Okay, here we go.
Does Gaoshan's son know that this is the prince?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Okay, he must know then. Okay. I guess he was there last time during the hunting party.
Bro, he's...
Dang it, we ended with that.
Dang, okay.
Wow.
So he's gonna fucking reveal himself.
Yeah.
It's over for his position as the frickin' leader of the rear palace.
I suppose so. I suppose so. Dang, dude, this changes the whole dynamic of the show. Do you think they're actually going to do like a war portrayal?
I don't know, but I know that you saying that means that we can now put in the title, "This Changes Everything," and we'll be the best content creators ever.
No, like it seriously does though. Like
it really does. Yeah, I know. It's great.
Who knew about this? Like Loman clearly knew.
Yeah.
Everyone here now, whether they did or didn't, although it looks like everyone here already knew, they know. Right. The Emperor knows. Is that it?
I guess all the people in the room likely candidates for knowing, right? But,
yeah, they all know right now. At this point, the only one I was questioning was Gaoshan's son.
Yeah,
but
but
he was there at the
Gaoshan's
hunting
son,
party.
he didn't react in like any way whatsoever. So he must have known, right? He must have known.
Yeah.
Like I assume that Gaoshan probably told him at some point. Like I don't think he would have been able to figure it out himself. He just wouldn't be in the position or have the information to do so. So Gaoshan must have kind of explained it at some point to him, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember now exactly how the whole hunting party, Jinshi's been missing situation happened. I feel like his son went out looking for him, so he must have known then at that point already. But that's besides the point, right? The whole thing is like none of the other concubines
well, hold on.
knew.
When they were preparing in the hunting assignment, remember? Yeah, he definitely knows. He definitely knows. Because remember when they were like preparing the food and stuff, and they were getting ready, and they were saying like they were just getting prepped. Like they were all together in the prep area, right?
Yes,
when Maomao was eating,
Mhm.
because Jinshi was lounging on the couch, right? And then Gaoshin and his son were there, and then later, you know, Jinshi as acting as his brother is sitting at the gala when they're eating, right? And so he's
Yeah.
there too. So he obviously knows that that's Jinshi. So they've all known this whole time,
yeah.
right?
They've all
Yeah.
known. Yeah.
It's so easy to forget those little details of like who
Yeah.
knows what.
Who knows what? Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So yeah, but he's seen him, Jinshi. Okay, because they went on the trip. Right.
Yeah. So that said, though,
and then
like,
it's incredible that Maomao was also there, and
didn't figure it out. I mean, yes, 100%. And it's also incredible that she didn't figure it out just now. Like, she, at this point, she knows.
no,
She doesn't,
no,
like,
hold on,
say it
because
out
she was
loud.
at the dinner. She was at the dinner where Jinshi was dressed up as his brother, but she knew it was Jinshi. Right? Like she knew it was Jinshi because she went out and helped him and cool off at the very
Yes.
least. Like
Yeah.
but she knew the whole time. So she knows he's pretending to be his brother in this instance then? Right?
I don't know exactly what she knew then, but now she knows he's royalty. She knows he's the brother, right? Does she go on and figure out that he's most likely the son? Hard to say. She kind of got there more than halfway just now with her speculating, but she
Right.
stopped herself short. Just like she stopped herself short of trying to figure out
Oh my gosh.
you know,
The
that Jinshi
level-
might be the brother, dude.
The level of denials on this
Self-delusion.
girl is absolutely
Yes.
insane, bro. Holy
100%,
frick.
dude.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, well, it seems like things are going to get really freaking crazy. So this is 20. We've got 4 more episodes. So like episode 21 is like war prep. Then we have like traveling and then getting there at 22.
I think
and then,
they'll time skip the traveling. Well,
no, it'll be
what- I guess-
travel, mobilization, and arrival. Then 23 will be the freaking war. And then 24
And
is like
24 is
the
the rescue.
conclusion and the rescue.
yeah.
And then there you go.
Hmm.
Right?
Yeah, the only thing is like, okay, what happens to Jinshi now? The eunuch known as
Yeah.
Jinshi.
Like the dynamic
Obviously,
of the
he
show
can't go
has to
back.
change. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He can't go
Yeah.
back. He can't go back to
Yeah.
managing the rear palace.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they
it's
get another eunuch
They-
to do it. Gaoshan steps up and he does it maybe.
I guess maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's going to change because we had a decent change at the beginning of season 2, which was Maomao changing from being a lady in waiting to being like kind of Jinshi's personal assistant / apothecary, right? And that's the kind of
Yeah.
role she's filling right now. So we're just going to get another employment shakeup. The big freaking turning points of this freaking show are just employment changes for people, basically. So moving to a different sector.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what that looks like in season 3 and what the show is about. Or it could be a total freaking super twist, right? It could be about something totally different. Maybe Jinshi and Maomao get lost in the frickin' mountains, and now the show's all about them on an adventure or something. Like, who knows, right?
Okay, so question for you.
Okay.
1 being the least likely, 10 being the most likely. She shows the rebels, I'll just call them the rebels, they have gunpowder and guns.
Okay.
The Emperor's team has like spears and bows and arrows and horses and everything, and they're coming up against what seems to be a well-guarded
Fortress.
fortress.
Right.
What is the likelihood, you think, that they succeed or that they fail? I guess you don't even have to go to scale 1 to 10, just like a percentage, I guess. that they
A
succeed.
percentage of basically 1 to 10, right?
Yeah, it is.
That's a good question. I did note that they said they've been making an advanced form or like a cutting edge form of the Feifas, right? So that doesn't mean that they don't have their own Feifas, right?
I took that as in they're making advanced weaponry, which is the Feifa. We could even go back and see exactly how they say it if we need to, but sure.
Right, but regardless, I think they should be able to siege. But here's the thing. It's starting to snow, right? So the farming period is over. All the harvests have been made, so they're fully stocked, right? So they could last a siege pretty well, right? The siege is already coming on by the winter itself, right? So whether it's a siege of people or a siege of winter, they're already ready. So a siege is going to be really difficult to accomplish, but storming that fortress is going to be excessively difficult as well. So I'm not exactly sure. They're going to have to be clever about it in order to get in there. Like, they're going to need Lakan Lahan to come up with some crazy good schemes in order to figure out how to break this place open, right? Because they're stocked with weapons and supplies. So, frickin', what are you going to do?
Yeah, if Feifas are like new starting technology, they don't have cannons yet. Right? Like, what was invented first? The cannon or the handgun?
The cannon.
I don't even know.
Sure.
The cannon was invented first?
I think so. Yeah.
So I guess it could be possible that...
yeah, probably cannons, I would say.
It feels like it's easier to invent a cannon because it's like larger and there's like less moving parts and stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess it is possible.
It's like computer chips, right? Like, the more advanced they become, we'll be able to shrink them down, right? So like they made a big cannon. They're like, what if we could like optimize this and make it smaller, right?
Okay. The logic tracks. Right. I don't know if it's historically accurate, but I see the logic.
Don't worry, it makes sense, so it must be.
But yeah, so it is entirely possible then, I suppose, that the Emperor's army has cannons and they could, breach the walls and all that stuff. I don't know what sort of siege equipment Chinese armies had. Like, did they have trebuchets,
Mulan,
catapults?
Right? Maybe they got frickin'
rocket
rocket dragon bomb things.
Fireworks?
There you go. Yeah,
they do have fireworks. So yeah, it's entirely possible they have cannons. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So
maybe essentially, I think it's highly likely that they'll succeed just because that's like the kind of show I think it is. But if they were to fail somehow, that would be such a wild twist. And the show would go in a completely different direction that I would never have imagined.
What would happen if they fail? They would take over the
Jinshi would have to go Jinshi would have to go out in exile. Lacan likely as well. And like they'd probably have a ragtag group of people out in the outskirts of China somewhere, and
dang.
Slowly, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds like it'd be a show that's not what this show is. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, 70-30, 70% they succeed, maybe even 80-20.
Right.
But, yeah, I don't know, dude. The show has gone far off the deep end to a direction I couldn't have predicted.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm not sure what the situation is going to look like. We're going to know so much more. Hopefully next week we'll be able to make really solid predictions once we like kind of
what's funny? We said the exact same thing last week. We're like, well, it's hard to know exactly if we try and speculate forward, but next week we'll know for sure.
To be fair,
one of these days we're bound to be right.
To be fair, wasn't the speculation last time was if there was even going to be a war at all? Like, could there actually be a war, or if it's going to be like just whisking her away, right?
Maybe it was
like, we
something
know
like that,
now for sure we can make very strong assessments that there will definitely be a war.
Yeah, we're like, does she get rescued before the end of the season? I think that's what we were trying to predict.
Right.
And I think you're right. Yeah.
So now we know that they know about the place. So this changes. That was the one piece of information that we didn't know, was like, the knowledge of where she could be seemed so far removed from the characters that needed to find her, but now it's just
Could
like
be the
all of a
entire
sudden
world potentially,
right,
without
exactly
actually knowing, right?
But
Yeah.
now it's just like boom, now they know, so it's like okay, so this changes a lot then for our prediction. So it's very likely they will get her, or they will connect with her at some point, whether it's they lose and they're run away and so she's saved, or you know they actually save her. That remains to be seen, but the likelihood of them connecting up with her, so like at the end of the season, is highly likely now, I'd say.
What I could see happening is she sees the army approach and she becomes like, you know, an agent on the inside.
Right.
And somehow she gets like the gates open or something.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah. Totally.
Poisons the food of the soldiers and so they fall asleep or whatever, right?
Or poisons Shenmue and that causes some freaking crazy stuff to happen on the inside. For sure. There's so many vectors for Maomao to wreak some crazy havoc inside. And it would definitely help,
where do you think Shisho is right now?
That's a great freaking question.
We haven't seen him since he ran away from the palace. It could be he's still on his way here.
No,
but it feels like it's been more than
no freaking way. Like Maomao's here. Maomao is chilling at the village, and now she's chilling at the thing. There's no reason he couldn't be here by now.
Feels like it's been so long. Yeah, exactly. So like, is he here? But he's totally a puppet to his freaking creepy wife. Like what? I don't know.
Yeah, she's nuts, dude. Holy frick, what a psycho. Yeah, she like drugged that couple. Maybe it was like some fucking weird sexual thing where they're freaking
like an aphrodisiac. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But like they were clothed. That was the only reason I was like,
so weird. Maybe it's just like maybe for the show they just had them clothed, but like you know, it's the implication of like what's going on.
Yeah, they could have always like just covered them with a sheet, right? From, like, shoulders down or whatever.
I think it would have been less obvious as to what's going on potentially. Because it's like, oh, are they just fooling around, like under the blanket or something? Like,
I mean, if they're fooling around under a blanket in a hot box room, it's pretty clear what's going to happen.
It's really weird, bro. The whole situation's freaking bizarre, though. It's
she's just so odd, dude. Like
she's so weird, bro.
She should have like, dude. He should have kicked her out immediately. Like I know back then, like there was. Families had political power, and
but if they're but hold on, if he's from the line of people that are deferential to the Empress, right, and women, and it's like a matriarchy, thing. Right? Then he doesn't have the power, right? She does.
Yeah, it could be something like that. I just
like
I'm not saying the blame lands only on him. Like Shenmue is the one actually beating Sure, but like, dude, come on, man, that's your freaking daughter. What are you doing?
Yeah,
and like to kick out your like other wife. Like I know, like it's weird. Like there was all like back then when guys had multiple wives, it was like there was typically the main wife, and like I don't know, the things get like super weird.
Yeah. The guy's got to pull out a freaking hidden blade, freaking Assassin's Creed style, and just end it.
Honestly, dude, she gives me the creeps real time. So if something like that happened, I would not feel too bad at all.
George, we just watched Vinland Saga. This isn't how we solve our problems anymore.
I know. You're 100% right. I immediately was thinking about that when I said it, but I was like, you know what? This is not the Vinland Saga type of show. Okay?
Different logic.
And while the Vinland Saga logic transcends the medium into the real world, this is a show. We got to resolve it.
Yes, violence all the way, baby. That's how we're going to solve our problems now. 100%.
Oh, man.
We just talked about Maomao poisoning the freaking Shenmue already. So
poisoning like all their troops, dude.
Yeah,
like, okay.
Go ahead. For sure. Poison them all, bro.
Murder on a mass scale, dude.
That's right. Maomao will be responsible. Yeah, we just casually talked about like making Maomao responsible for murder. She's like a fucking normal girl. She doesn't want to murder anybody. Holy frick.
Yeah, I know.
She's been overly compassionate to all of her enemies so far. So I don't think she would freaking murder anyone, but.
True.
That's a little bit out of turn for me to suggest for Maomao. I apologize, everyone. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
mean,
We'll see.
I do think though she's gonna play a key role on the inside to like
Yes,
help them
100%.
get one up somehow. She's gonna
100%,
sabotage
bro.
some way.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
All right.
good stuff. Good episode. Things
Yes.
are getting hot and
Yep.
cold because she's out in the snow, but they're getting hot story wise. So
All right.
good things in store, yes. And if you
Very
enjoyed
good.
this reaction, hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a lot. And share it with a friend. That helps us out way more than you guys realize, actually. It boosts the algorithm, and we can use
That's right.
help sometimes. But with that, we'll see you guys next time.
Everybody.
Take care.